Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel in the first place. Today we have a Howl X listener. This one was a request by one of my friends. Again, sorry if I mispronounce anything, I still can't speak. You were so focused on the spell that you were reading that you didn't hear him arrive. Markle and Calcifer spoke to Howl, but you were still reading it with such concentration that you jolted up when you felt a hand squeeze your hip. Is anything the matter? Howl's melodious voice received you when you turned around, dazzling you with a charming smile. I'm almost finished with it, you said absent-mindedly, gazing back at the book while ignoring the butterflies in your stomach. His hand had lingered on your side, but it finally moved away to hide under his long sleeve. So studious, he replied admiringly. Don't overwork yourself, my dear apprentice. Still going over the written words that you had almost memorized by now, you nodded your head at him. He laughed a little, equally amused and endeared by your focus. I will be back soon, Howl said, returning to the door once more. Markle, look after listener in my absence. Of course, the boy cheerfully replied, moving in to join you at the workbench. With that, the door closed again. You suddenly found that it was hard to retain words on the spell as a bashful smile formed on your lips. The feeling of Howl's warm fingers on your hip still tingled through your skin. You hoped he wasn't busy when he returned, and so you hurried back to finish the spell to avoid being busy. Time skip. A few hours had gone by. Markle had helped you with the spell, and you had saved the shining powder that you enchanted in a small jar above the workbench. Calcifer snickered as you cooked over him, which made him realize that you kept sneaking glances towards the door. You still haven't told us how you got Calcifer to let you do that, Markle pointed out, watching the bacon frying in the pan with hungry eyes. It's a natural talent, you grinned, briefly glancing at the boy before returning to the cooking so the bacon didn't burn. Calcifer just liked me. No, I didn't like you, he grumpily retorted, even if he knew he was just diverging. You are wicked. I am not, you chuckled in outrage. Everybody likes me. Not everybody, the fire said in return, much to Markle's amusement. Who doesn't like listener? Howl startled you once again as he suddenly came in. Calcifer, Markle giggled, to which the wizard smirked as well. Flustered by his mere presence, you forced your gaze down onto the pan as you finished cooking the bacon and serving food on the plates. Howl had been so kind to you, taking you in and letting you not only stay in the castle with them, but also learning magic from him. Surely it helped that you were becoming like an older sibling for Markle, and Calcifer did like you from the beginning. But Howl himself had gotten a liking to you as soon as he saw you with your kind eyes and your friendly smile. His gaze was set on you as you moved, watching you with that fondness that he so often showcased. It wasn't the same way he looked at you as he asked if you needed anything, or when he asked if you had eaten anything all day. That look was the one he gave you when he smiled at you, and when he congratulated you for a successful spell. Listener, he kindly called you. May I talk to you for a moment? You stuttered for a bit, frantically moving as you doubted between your shyness to approach him and your eagerness to do so. Just one moment, Master Howl, you absently replied, immersed in the task. I'm almost done with, how many times did I tell you not to call me that? Sweetly smiling at you as he did. He tenderly took your hand and dragged you away from the table. Howl is fine. It'll get cold, Markle warned him, but Howl never lost his smile. It will just be a moment, he dragged you with him, away from Markle and Calcifer's curious ears. What is it, Howl? Before you could finish your sentence, you yelped, Howl suddenly wrapping an arm around your frame and spinning you in circles with a cheery and spontaneous dance. My dear, lovely listener, Howl almost sung, gently pressing you against him as you continued to spin. You're in a good mood, he replied, holding onto his shoulder for fear of stumbling. I am euphoric. He suddenly stopped spinning, making you feel dizzy. It was either that or the fact that you were incredibly close, gazing into each other's eyes. All thanks to you. Me? You frowned in confusion, yet the spark in his eyes didn't lie. What happened? Remember during breakfast, you laughed at my joke. I did, but what does that matter? Your smile, it brightened my entire day. You say that to everyone. Not everyone. Well, what makes me special, if I may ask? Pressed up against one another in an unexpected embrace as your eyes locked still. I don't know. You don't know? Tenderly, as he always treated you, Howl took your free hand and pressed it against his chest. Are you sure? Your heart skipped a beat at what you thought he was saying. Instinctively, your eyes fell over Calcifer. There seemed to be no changes, but Howl's chest was warm underneath your hand. I had my suspicion when you arrived here, he continued to say, keeping your hand in place under his own. The first days I felt something. I thought you did too. Too moved to utter any words, you only nodded your head. His smile widened. And then today, you smiled at me like that, and something stirred within me. Howl chuckled, momentarily averting his gaze. All because of you. Both of you moved at the same time, inching even closer until your lips nearly grazed. Your eyes were already closed, but a loud voice made you back away. The food! Markle complained, joined by Calcifer's cackling. It's getting cold. You chuckled in spite of yourself, glancing back at Howl. He lingered on that position for a bit longer, shaking his head until he was finally ready to let go of you. Your skin felt cold as it broke contact with Howl's warmth, but it soon returned, just when he kissed you on the cheek before reuniting with Markle at the table. Alright, I hope that was okay. Sorry, I know I'm like really bad at voicing characters, but I still hope you enjoyed. Yeah, either way, have a great rest of your day, night, afternoon, whatever, and goodbye!